Yeah. Oh, yeah, so. Thanks, David. Don't worry about it. It'll come back. Yeah, so. We're in the setting. I'm just gonna say maybe you probably got a dump. He's just in South America sounded. There's AVGN again. Oh shit, the AVGN again. Put it later, Josh, not that. You do that now, you know what happened is that. You can't handle this one, right?
Come on down south by there and meet some friends of mine.
I want the extensions, you get to get out. Shit! We're down forever! There's no gravitas, but we have this as like a set up. So we're back. Oh, damn it. Those who got the part one because we have a relationship and I was like, fuck, you know, they were produced just a fucking savage. Oh! No! And they all got killed, Josh, for that, but he just. High definition. But with the, no, Caroline, everyone hates us, Josh. Yeah, you should have had the courage to basically do it. Everyone hating, you should have had anything. And that's Winston Churchill. That's British realism. He didn't have that right now. You know? He basically, everyone has to hate me for a little for what I did. But if I fucking make up for it, then I'm not an asshole. At least to myself and no one else. That's British realism. Like, that's honor. When you don't have that as a warrior, you're a dumbass forever. Got it, Polina? Oh! By going to ExpressVPN. He used every manipulated dumbass soldier that ever believed in nothing after they got fucking fucked over their shitty government. They got too greedy for them. Oh. When I think back to the 90s, I think the American government is shit objective. Shit. Damn it! Looney Tunes yeah, she always tried to take over your body, take over the show, and she's like dead forever. You drink this at all. Referenced a lot. Animaniacs and Tiny Toons. Kenny would have done it. I got the Chester's fries, Carolina barbecue. Carolina style barbecue, 10 only. It's about 2. Especially when he had a CG makeover in the mask. It was like a like people don't believe you're real anymore. How's that playing, Josh? I mean, like, no one cares I'm black. No one gives a shit about anything. As you understand, people are also horrifically, they all have British pessimism now until it's win. That's how you know, because they can't believe in anything. They're basically nihilists at that point. That's how she basically, she hates sex and they're stronger than her. So she has an Anglican. It's just the racism she has. Like, the truth is, Britain's been like Anglo-Saxon forever. I mean, after a while. But the point is that basically, I mean, Britain can like, I mean, a smart British woman, or rather, a smart British man can't handle a Germanic, just basically Amazon woman. Oh, like the other side of my whatever, and they're simple, and they stink like, it's basically the long jaw, like wide jaw. Then it's just like no. But the point is, that's what happened. Damn it! It's so incendiary immediately. It's like the most bombastic slap in the face. It's like, but the truth is, there's basically one of basically the rest of both worlds, as you know, most British people want. They're like, they want a strange thing, you know, and you know, basically, you know, and then intelligence, and see, that's you get basically people like Candace Miller. Like, it's like, that's what she basically is. She's basically an Anglo-Saxon. It's like with a little bit of Celtic in there. The point is, so the racist community, man, actually hates Irish people because he's such an engineer. She's such an engineer as well. Not as them though, he's still a Swinton. More like brutish, like stupidity. Making everyone stupid. It's Candace Miller's way of trying to make everything understandable to her because she actually doesn't understand anything. But that's the American side. See? Oh shit! Britain puts on airs, and Americans make everyone stupider, so they can control them better. See, like American optimism, basically, early as it was basically based in pathology. It's basically more Saxon opera. Oh no! Jen's back over there again, Jen. It's too holding it down. No! It was too legendary immediately. It was way too legendary. Yeah, we need another one of those, Josh. Sure. You don't have to, Josh. It's carving. If you want, Josh, it's up to you. You can play in a different style, sure. But it's either you do, you're damned to be in a shit hell forever if you don't do it on the next one. We can just do it, yeah. It'll be on the next one then. Alright, I'm gonna kill myself. I just made it more complicated for no reason, sure. That's what all patriarchs do. They make things more complicated in a way they know that man can actually handle. Basically, they have to ensure they knows more than them to actually be in the relationship. Since they hate sex on the subconscious level, it's basically terraformed basically by their entire society with QUEEN-TOFU. That's what they basically come to. It's like, because every time I can, it's Melissa Mo, basically American peasant. So we'll stick with that for now. But I mean, because when we build up to basically looking like QUEEN-TOFU, because you understand basically, you have to understand Taylor Swinton, and you have to understand Candace Miller. Then when you have that pretext, you can now finally understand QUEEN-TOFU. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! This QUEEN-TOFU is an absolute one. Basically, started thinking like a god immediately. Like unlike the other ones, we don't think that this one is there to absolute. She's too tactical to actually be like too absolute. She's busy actually. One place slightly beneath it, and that's pretty much what she is. She's basically a higher logarithm being, but ultimately not originally absolutely born. Right? Oh. But her times she passed in on beating absolute people and became quite a tactician. So for many years she was basically very honorable. But then after a while, when she found time travel, she gave up and became pessimistic. Oh no! So all of her martial arts she used to know, all of her swordsmanship, she just basically gave up. Like, and so she would never work a day in her life because of fucking time travel. Like, perceiving the evil of it, but not giving a shit of it. And basically, it's so bad that this game got banned and made it so let's just talk about it. Oh, this game. Well, no, the Earthworm Jim. Because fucking Candace was all damn being a cat. Oh, so that was actually Candace the entire time. It seems so, at least probably no. It's cats. It is so, you're down for the moment. Alright, thank you, cats. It's like, yeah, it is. Okay. You're not. No, I'm not. Yeah, okay. Damn. She makes people doubt cats, right? A horror for Egyptian people. Let me so get. Damn it, right. A horror for Egyptian people. I knew not QUEEN-TOFU shut in negative space, right? Good. This has to have those. Remind you, thank you, sir. We need it because we're being attacked by those powerful governments in the universe and also basically obliterating every government in the universe, including their own, but in long run. So basically because as QUEEN-TOFU created Ragnarok, which basically meant essentially all governments kind of made space. But I digress. So Candace basically represents essentially, well, hold on.
If you hit something, it ricochets you back.
Okay, so, we have gravitas again. Well, all right, then, this represents American pessimism.
But you can't take it slow. There's a time limit.
When Americans are optimistic, they enjoy the pathologist thought process. They're like, emotions, things that make you happy. Keep these things basically, close to heart, because this is what makes us us. This is like, in many ways, like kind of like the antithesis in many ways to written, but not entirely. Not the British realism.
Fuck it, you know what? I take back everything I said. This game fucking sucks. I'm not even playing
Oh, someone got mad at British realism. Perhaps an overreaction. You haven't seen like the old hammer in a long time. Anyway.
You know what?
So, AVGN kind of overreact. But okay, I want this damn game back. No. All right, then. Well, yeah, man. Well, if anything, it's logical. There it is. There. He's got it back. Anyway, so as we're saying, British realism is basically logicians tempered with pathology, so they basically can maintain their cognitive abilities of perceiving. Right. So they basically keep everything into perception and don't actually become assholes. They become things like knights or something. They perceive the strife of the poor. They perceive the hatred of the downtrodden. They become like honorable. Oh no! It's so British now. It's impossible.
And you have to fight Professor Monkey.
It's the most British show in the universe now. I'm quite positive it might be, Jeff.
It's called For Pete's Sake. It's an escort mission.
South Martin, Colorado might have a little more British. Even the downtrodden black person was always a chef.
So carefree.
At least in South Park, Colorado. Oh, damn.
So So the game that has so many.
So back to American pessimism. American pessimism is just basically just giving up on everything and just destroying.
Comes the grossest.
I just basically take that pathological construct, and just kind of give up on it and just trying to cancel everything so you don't perceive it. It's like, oh shit! Yeah, go ahead and run.
This game is sweet, dude.
Okay. Oh shit. It's still there, Joe. Yeah. And we're now. Let's do that. Alright. Well,
This is where they took it a little too far.
again, is basically, so her political standpoint is going to be just destroy everything. And that's where basically they have the kind of like perception from Britain as having excess and no finesse or discretion. Because they basically just annihilate everything. That reminds me. Oh, sorry, so I was overemphasizing the thought process from QUEEN-TOFU. Oh! This is like grabbed a piece of my side probe and is holding it there. For some reason, I'm not even thinking that. I'm like over here, like in thought process. Oh shit! Yeah, that's QUEEN-TOFU. I understand QUEEN-TOFU in the next. I told him New York Times live in basically political manipulation at the emotional level. But anyways, so essentially we're going to talk about games. Because Americans are completionists. They see basically a video game, they get every achievement. To basically say they know more than everybody else. That's way too funny. Oh no! So Candace says she wants you to play the game on now. Eric Carmen? No, I'm just saying they're going to wait. Right. We're going to take Carmen's situation. Right. Carmen knows these situations. Yes, yeah. Basically after AVGN, precisely. Exactly. So after AVGN decides to speak on the retro gym. It's impossible. It's like, basically, we'll talk about that later, probably on a very special, like a bigger, longer than cut, because just basically about that god in general. Because it's like the god of England. Because the thing is, he's basically the penultimate British pessimism, because he's actually British and doesn't know how to say he's the one insane. Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's a time traveler. I mean, basically, Jesus Christ is caught basically time traveling effectively in Nazareth by one Altair Belmont. It's like you can catch his exploits in the PlayStation 3, like in Assassin's Creed 1, or the Xbox 360. Now to actually use it without it killing us. So, I mean, that's good. So you can see all that. But remember, if you have in the PlayStation 5, everyone knows what exists at this point, right? Or inaccessible, kind of, right? Something like that. It's something like that. This is what everyone's playing. Oh, damn it. You're gonna have go to like a, don't say it, you get a game pointer. Basically a game pointer, local game exchange, what the fuck you got. And pick up like an Xbox 360 and find Assassin's Creed 1, because you can't find all this shit. Like, you can find Assassin's Creed 2 and every other fucking Assassin's Creed imaginable. You can never find the first one. The Keanu's got pissed. Because someone caught him time traveling. And it was him, so. If you want to see who caught Keanu's time travel, go ahead and play all Assassin's Creed 1. So, yeah. Time travel just drove people insane. That's what happened. That's why everyone has Catholicism and all that other bullshit. So, it's like a subtext potentially of nihilism here. Not believing anything. Which is always funny, because nihilists are hilarious. Actually, like Towers 3, this is basically general purpose right and wrong. This is basically God's looking after gods. That's ultimately what it is. That makes things work. Oh, shit. But see, back to Candace. Like, Candace is basically, as an American pessimist, as basically an Anglo-Saxon Celtic, she basically has a berserker side profile worthy of the South. So when she gets fucking angry, she just eliminates all fucking perception of race. Just destroys it immediately. If you can socially engineer, it's fine, but she has a brutish way of doing it. Like, for instance, she was fucking terrified of the idea that a single black guy was actually attracted to her on any level. It was basically a soulmate, but she basically got so scared of it, which she didn't had not because she actually talked to him in any realistic fashion. She just said, God, got really disappointed watching that shit in negative space. Oh, like, I mean, imagine that says God and he's disappointed, he just killed herself. But the point is that she was a patriarch, but the point is that she did other things. She attacked all black people because of it. Like, so, like, basically, what she did is, as the ruler of the universe, or the ruler of the United States government, what she did was she essentially ultraed all black people in the 70s after they realized eventually that beating their wives was bad. Like, and because black people like didn't have any power, and they got all of it basically after Vietnam, basically as Jimi Hendrix. So essentially after basically like black people had realized that beating their wives was bad. Because all their wives were patriarchs, but also poor. So all their wives basically fucking like attacked them invariably if they didn't. So they basically they were going through an Irish phase. Oh shit! Dude, that's basically an Irish history. An element of basically the Celtic element. It was basically, people had what's called the gene to Irish top rises, where it's essentially a man. But that's when an Irishman beats a woman like excessively. But it's thought it's normal to beat a woman, and like in a bar, like for instance, there's in a public place. If they just basically talked up too much, they just got beat, and probably with a chair, or basically usually bare knuckle, a fist, on average. But basically it's beating. The reason he's described as a patriarch and having so hot blood is basically kind of like genetically curated back then. It was basically proto-private military corporate. That basically comes from the Anglo-Saxon thought process. They're basically saying we need more hot-blood people for our soldiers, and so they essentially created. So anyway, as you're saying, basically the Anglo-Saxon element essentially produced the Irish people by effectively kind of like baiting people in the blood of their enemies as children. Like they became hot-blooded at perception, and theoretically created a metaphysical element that essentially made all red-haired people kind of like more warlike by nature. It's just because that little mixture of like basically Sicilian and and Anglo-Saxon. This basically made them all hot-blooded. So Irish people usually have a shorter temper, but as matriarchs, they function like any other people. Like, as patriarchs, it's like they're gonna get in an argument with their husband, and then like, oh shit. Oh man, there has to be another way over there. So basically, Candace has essentially Anglo-Saxon Celtic blood, right? So, and anyways, go ahead, it's fine. Right. So basically, what happened is. So what she did is she ultraed all black people in, like, after essentially the 80s, because now they learned completely, 70s, oh, sorry, we got QUEEN-TOFU in the hand. 70s, they learned in the 80s, from the 70s, that basically, like, they were beating their wives in the 70s, and then they stopped beating their wives in the 80s when they became intellectual. Candace erased that period of time so that they didn't learn that. Oh shit! So the thought process, you think of basically black people just shooting each other, making like ridiculous like gangster rap rapists or something. It all comes from basically Candace, and she went a step further to basically create what's called BET. BET effectively destroyed all black people entirely politically. Like, because Candace basically destroyed all black people by doing one thing based on the swell dimension. Back in the days, Candace likes old history, as most Anglicans do. Like, and basically saw blackface, and effectively thought of herself as just a blackface, like an asshole. This basically keys into people like Mark Capizzi, who has a shitty kind of Apple Valley Victorville thought process. And Martin Williams has no self-respect. It's basically essentially, to his mind, essentially a half-breed black and white guy. So it's called a mulatto to the mulattoes. Oh shit! Basically, they represent kind of like coffee colors. Oh damn it! Oh, get the fuck out. Anyways, morning. Was that on that? Right. It's called Louisiana. Right. Like, so you have no blues on it. You have no blues on it. You might play a little bit of blues because we have to mention Candace, who basically destroyed all black people. Like, so we have to like get to that. It was like, so basically Mark Capizzi, they created the KET, which basically the House of Representatives usually the ex-Marines. Basically aliens that live outside fucking goddamn known absolute time. They live in absolute time space, like pretty much near EOS and all that other bullshit. Other bullshit.
Final level, thank God. It's called Siege and Run. This is basically nothing more than a race against the recurring nemesis.
So basically, the political elements of this, I think the House of Representatives are effectively kind of like majority cat, even though they're outside the states. And the House of Representatives has no term limits because I'm pretty sure that could be anyone. Like Tilda Swinton in reality, but it's like QUEEN-TOFU. Yeah, it's like no term limits, so they can just keep the same assholes in power. It makes things easier for QUEEN-TOFU. Oh, so that was the actual influence over the U.S. government. It was QUEEN-TOFU, Lemon for Tsushima, right? Oh! So ultimately, so what are we saying? Like to kind of like stand correct, sure. So I got QUEEN-TOFU in there, which basically is a disease of the mind, which we'll get to. QUEEN-TOFU is getting all the actually everyone's current concept is making them objectively retarded in some way. In this case, I'm speaking. So when did they learn that beating their wives was bad? Basically, but it's the rad period. The rad period is the 80s, precisely. Like think Wild Style 75. They actually, like, they were beating their wives in the 70s. Right, but they were trying pathologically, but they were basically beating their wives. They're in the Irish state back in, like, sound like the 1830s. Right, like, oh, no.
Hurry up, children, let's take our seats.
So, anyway, you gotta have more gravitas, but go ahead. Okay, so basically, like, so after she ultraed all black people from not beating their wives, they immediately started beating their wives, not having any money, because Angel stole all their money. So as Angel notoriously stole from the poor. These are the jobs that actually join. Just make everyone's lives miserable. So basically we have a stage set up for all black people to basically be framed by the cat. We're essentially blackface as Candace Miller, who basically found a BET. Oh no! So basically, the face of the cat are basically made of market pieces, like genetically modified and curated from market pieces, literal fecal matter, and for the blackface, and for the white skin to be ultimately white, so that they want, they beat everyone because it's just going to be white guys or whatever the fuck you want to call them. It's like Martin Williams as a mulatto, not caring about anything. Like basically, what he did is he basically put a semen in it to basically make them white. So the skin color is literally made out of mulatto semen because they wouldn't actually handle a complete black. It was a Raymond. All he did is just frame like every noteworthy black guy in time space to basically be a rapist. So basically, everyone absolutely thought every black person was a rapist from the beginning of time to the end of it, making people objectively bullshit forever. And especially note that God did nothing to stop him having been affiliated with him like closely the entire time. So if he wasn't mentally retarded, he'd be totally evil. And if he was mentally retarded at this point, he still would have had pathology to make him totally evil. So he's actually a South American descendant, but we already talked about that on the Halloween special. So if you want any more information on that God being basically fucking totally evil on that level, you can basically look at the Halloween special. Oh, damn. It's a multi-part special, so you gotta sit tight. It's impossible. It is impossible. I wish to die now. So if you ever had like trouble like basically dating a black guy or thinking he's not a rapist or perceiving his mind, it's literally Queen, it's literally Candace just whispering in your ear, that guy's gonna rape you, that guy's gonna rape you, that guy's gonna... And she basically doesn't want to basically deal with any kind of... As a basically an Anglican and a Saxon, she can't deal with actually losing. So if she actually had any attraction to him, and so as a black guy in relative normal space, like, she has to hide it because she had sex with the guy who was perceived as Mexican, and that was God. Oh no! When she had sex with God as a patriarch and letting him do things, she was obviously instantaneously disappointed because the vaginal canal is actually angled. So when he's on top and having like awkward, making strange, undulating noises, it basically terrified him to hate the way a man looks when he's having an orgasm, making him look pathetic and stupid. As you can control his orgasm and whatever, these things you control. So basically, transplant society having raised their patriarchal sex concept with the spinal column parallel to the ground. That's not anamorphically correct. So because of that, oh shit! So she immediately thought God was pathetic and everyone was pathetic for basically fucking following them. So essentially, she got a supreme superiority complex and started destroying everything pathologically. Just because everything was stupid, she basically went heavy metal 2000, annihilated time space, more times you probably blinked or something. Or like, no, probably not so much as that, but like, think like something in terms of like 80 billion times for like dimension. She failed for like 4 time streams. So it's something like that. She like destroyed Russia at least, I don't know, like As Catherine the Great, she destroyed Russia. I think we got a curated total of 80 million times, 80 billion times. So one or two. The point is it's fucking a lot. The point is it's fucking a lot. I mean, like, basically too much. Because basically one being enough to basically destroy most times the Earth existed at any one time. It's like Russia turns out was basically holding it down politically quietly for a long time. It's like, so it's like because they said that's why the International Space Station is always Russian. It's like, oh, because apparently they didn't go insane. Whatever insanity they may have had was always mitigated. It's like, but don't worry, it's more so all black people that killed negative space by absolute people. Because when they perceived things in lower extraterrestrial, when Candace basically broke time, black people mysteriously didn't exist. So the most racist person in the universe became Candace Miller. It's like, so the Miller literally destroyed all black people.
And after it's over,
it's so stupid. It has to be real on some level. It's the most insulting thing I have ever perceived.
this one holds up on the balance of shit justice.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Well, the shit really weighs down on this one.
Oh, wow. Further in Gym 3D.
Very unfavorable category.
You can't make supreme shit. We'll have to check that out. I mean, like, or is this shit hell? Right. Oh, it's that shit. Oh, so it couldn't be Henry's bootleg. Right. It is. You can play it for no reason. I'm just speaking to you. If you basically play again, you can play it for no reason. It was just like a shitty game. Right, sure. That's what you gotta say. With these shitty games to enjoy shitty. Yeah, right. This is a shitty game. It's pinball. Pinball is always classic. like we need something that's like established classic to actually to tolerate the bread at the fucking like bullshit you might have to deal with. Oh damn. Okay. Oh damn, yeah. Like Earth is basically matriarchal subversively. Right. Oh, because of the cow, right. Oh damn. Everyone died. So yeah. And play some blues this time, right? And keep in mind, people are actually quite stupid, of course, Carden. Can I play with any kind of medium heat with a Carolina? No. It has to be blues that are perceptible. Man, people are very stupid. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Carden. I'm keeping it in perspective. Most insulting dimension, as it has to be, as people were just insulting to everyone that had intelligence. So it must now be the asshole. Everyone was insulting to anyone of intelligence. So it must now be the asshole. All right then. Exactly. Look at that. Just gonna play a little blues. I want it there. That's Scarlet. Don't play there. Play here. That's what you leave. yeah, exactly. There's no power because there's no distortion. It's an Ibanez, clan Ibanez. That works, Josh. Do not die for a little bit. I need a little bit more of that. All right, then. Okay. Alright, so it's the same GYMELYTH, right. Okay. They still haven't, no, they need more because I have no idea how much you fucked up black people, but Chef is there, right. Okay, sorry, I had to ulcer it. Oh! Just so they know the ulcering's bad, Jeff, because they just never get it, right. Oh! And beyond that, need some extra, yeah, because they didn't see a black guy was like good to the end of time. You know how racist and stupid they were, right. And you're like their weird stag black guy. Yeah, and Candace basically to recap, Candace, well, to those who've been paying attention for others not QUEEN-TOFU shows, Candace actually made people anthropomorphically to their societies 500 years deficit to ever understanding a black guy. It has erased 500 years of their actual anthropomorphic evolution to construct and actually understand each other. It's basically people that originated from essentially the River Nile in Africa. And regardless of their race or whatever. But white people just forgot it. That's why we don't fucking care about the white, like this is color, we can use the word white guy. No one else can, they don't, that's when we all die, you know. It's too funny. No. Anyways. I'm trying to age that, Jeff. I see that. I wanted to be pissed. I don't know. And see, that's you have no black people to say, like, they have the dimples or racist feeling in their brain. Other race basically had an ability or thing they brought to the table. It's like, originally about Pangea, so, but yeah. But Canada's like, or some like crack that to make Canada's crap look more normal. Shit. The one is that, it's like, is their plan been able to die? And basically, because Anglicans basically, they like literature, so they brought a lot of philosophy, and Saxons brought a lot of engineering because they like to, a little bit of vision, and they work with metal, so they, shit. Philosophy and scientists, they get them together, get philosophical scientists. When you get basically black people, they brought a civility by being able to tolerate other motherfuckers, different races. Oh, so they should have gotten enslaved by people that were 500 years behind and perceiving other black people. Damn it! This is to make fucking Canada seem more saying this is why basically America had slavery at all. Oh shit! Oh no! And originally there was probably like another dimension where essentially the Persians ran everything. Yeah, like I mean, at that rate, no one fucking knows anymore. The Persians are basically black, and they basically own like all of Greece at that level. Like, so like Candace probably had them just all assassinate people with regular guns or some shit like that. We all realized time travel was too stupid for it. It is. The only way to be a good time traveler is basically be a paragon. It's like you have to basically be like all righteous and shit. You have to know what the fuck right and wrong is. You got to Zhao Decheng to even receive time travel and not be stupid with it. Shit. So like time travel is the most dangerous shit in the universe. So remember that. When you don't know that basically black people are just differentiated by pigmentation, they're actually just a dumbass or thinking they're fucking like thinking they're actually stupider than you. Like that's basically Candace, some dumbass time traveler. She's a code Biff called Blake's Time Thief. That's what she actually is. Oh, in actuality. But like it's starting to get too funny. So yeah, it's starting to get graven. The point is because Candace Miller is like seeming like she's a producer. She's not. Shit. Oh, Candace Miller's not a producer, nor is any of those fucking assholes we mentioned here. You hear billionaires like screaming and bullshitting on this entire radio show? It's literally fucking Candace and fucking QUEEN-TOFU fucking with their head. And Tilda Swinton and Long Law. Shit! They want, because Tilda Swinton is the ultimate pessimist, to basically conclude. Tilda Swinton is the ultimate pessimist because she hates love. That's the supreme British pessimism. That's when they destroy everything without. They start to become so stupid they're basically American. You get weird British accents, don't make any sense anymore. It's like I used to care about things, but now they sound like I'm actually British, and Britishness is this. I am British. Kill everything. Kill. That's it's like that's what the British accent sounds like now. Just go ahead. That was too stupid. And you hear that accent? It's Tilda Swinton that caused it. And the thing is, she hates anything more militant than her that's female. So you see her damnation immediately. Every woman just talking, I will murder everything. Murder. It's like if they lifted one weight at all.
Kenny would have done it.
So she made him more brutish and murderous universe and then until the celebrity try to pretend she's yeah, it's Peter Griffin. This is why we had this problem. Because she's actually everyone I talk to. Like that's actually what it is. Yeah, she never actually talked to me through her own body. It's Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Yeah, I see you breached into Family Guy. You knew it would happen on some level. Yeah, that's right, Peter Griffin. Go ahead. Oh no! It's too hilarious now. We're all damned for eternity. We're all obliterated. It's so obliterating. It's the most obliterating thing I ever heard. Everyone likes the sound of it. That's just traditional blues, right? Just the tradition, a little bit thing. We also proved that it's like, because basically here, like the foundations of what people call alt rock or alternative rock or garage rock. This is basically you want to say that basically blues is the foundation of rock, as AC/DC pointed out, and Let There Be Rock. Like, because as basically, I mean, they're just Australian, they are. As Australian, they basically are more bluntly fucking like honest, because they're basically like, if you combine black people with British people, you get Australians.
Big black eyes.
God, too funny. Let's see, like, when people don't realize that basically, we all had to mention that, but black people are skin pigmentation. We need to emphasize that. It's basically, if you hang out in the sun long enough, basically fucking get black, no matter what the fuck race you are. I mean, yeah, that's all you gotta do. Like, I mean, so you just tell a white guy to just go outside and do some work. And then you see what's gonna happen. Like, you see the long log and end game that becomes the lazy bee. Eventually, why can't I just say that I don't want to do any work? We have basically Tilda Swinton saying I never worked a day in her life, and she has should have that windfall victory as far as political elements. When she basically gave up on time travel, and time travel can make probability of beating everyone in martial arts. Oh, with time space death. So those days just don't happen as soon as I interact with anybody physically. Anyway, there's an altercation that they can't actually beat me. Oh, there's basically another way for her to basically get like time extensions. Oh no. Oh, the day just didn't even happen anyways because it can't actually beat you in hand-to-hand combat by that point in your life. Right. Oh, damn it. Oh no. So she gave up and became totally evil. She said, I'll never work a day in my life. It became like, if she beat people with time travel, they see that and they say, I'm not working out either. Basically, after a while, they cease to exist as the parameters for survival become harder. Oh shit! Because QUEEN-TOFU and Candace destroyed with Colo, of course. We can't talk too much about that. Too much. But an emphasis on Candace, no. She uses Colo as a product to destroy food. Like, oh, we might be able to talk about that on the other pinball table, right? Oh no! Because the ball's got needed her to write that Bible. She basically alters herself and basically writes from a different perspective in every different dimension. Oh! Hence all the incongruities of the basically inaccuracies between different Bibles. Some Bibles say this and some Bibles say that. Ezekiel 25:17 basically being different in every fucking Bible.
She wants to meet me at Stark's after school.
Which is basically featured exclusively in that Quentin movie, Pulp Fiction. Oh, Ezekiel 25:17. Like, you can try to say, nah. But the average man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the tyranny of the evil man. Like, something like that. We can't know all of it for political reasons. But we can say the battle strike down with great and revenge and furious anger. Those who tapped the poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know that I am the Lord and I lay my vengeance upon you. No! It's too evil, John. Of course, but we already announced that God, so it's just like this shit that happened like basically fucking like somewhere like basically the 80s or the 80s in California. It's not.
Well, Chef, where's this amazing thing you're gonna show us?
It's like so insidious.
Bedroom door began to open.
It's some crap that happened in the 80s. Like Southern California, the California near Hollywood, basically near Brentwood. Like, yeah, Brenton, right? That kids are getting angry because people don't know where she lives. There isn't the rich part of Victoria, which means everyone actually hates her. But she's too pompous and rich and white to actually live. It's too funny, Josh. That's the most hilarious. But I'm telling you about skin pigmentation. Oh, basically, it's just melanoma in the skin. Melanoma in the skin, get some vitamin D, get the fuck outside. But like a lot of people that work in basically Britain don't know that because they have overcast skies. Oh, shit. So it's like they don't get dark. But other people that don't have overcast skies because of the geography just get darker the more they work outside. Shit. It's like, but I mean, socially engineered Mark Capizzi, Martin was one of those assholes fucking with your time streams. It's like, now black people just seem like monsters, aliens from beyond the show to rape you. But we had to stress that basically they took one black person didn't have any self-esteem. That was the one Raymond Butler, who basically just raped a bunch of people to just make black people look crap to get it over with. That was him till he said that. It would have been. It never is. We always tell her that. Thank you, Carl, for keeping him in perspective. Oh, shit. Yes, please do that, right? Oh, shit. You can do that for an hour. You can do that for an hour the rest of the time. We need the menu music until we do no more. Yeah, sure. Got it. Sarcastable. Oh yeah, because of basically the British government want to get British pessimists and want to control our soccer. But that's different. That's gonna be Tilda Swinton. Everyone's gonna get mad at Britain, but everyone knows those footballers don't actually play. I mean, some of them. That's how they count. Everyone knows they. Some of them don't play at all. Time travel horseshit. Yeah, but it's fair and nefarious. You have to mention that, or I don't exist. I think, well, okay, well, They have things like takedown, like mentioned, like James May's The Man Lab, that basically talks about essentially like calculating like football scores. And because apparently the British government got so pessimistic until this when at some point they must have been fabricating football, so we really don't play the football games, the football side, the remote tables on the they got too political. Oh, shit. If you ever had trouble, like, the Hollycon making things grave, and that means that somebody cared about black people to make it, but you couldn't do that because they just didn't. So, like they just got gravely stupid. That's all she could do because they have the dimples for stability. So they basically make civilization. That's what black people do. Oh, they make the different races work together as black people. That's what they do. Oh, and like in civil structure overall, right? Like whatever, it's usually like endurance and things of that nature, right? Just the winter cold and the ideology with that, right? Oh, damn it! We all brought something else to the table, and basically black people would see that. We generally don't. So Canada's broke us by severing off black people in perception by 500 years, basically before every country began, across all dimensions, right? Okay, I can. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I told you this game is sweet, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So based on these parameters, Canada's basically eliminated black people from the known time stream. As anything in anyone's perception wasn't a rapist. So every whack chick was basically fucking terrified. Every fucking black chick hated black guys because that cancels out the species entirely. Especially when they talk a chick, they say you're a white traitor. If you're talking anyway, any white person actually understands this is a majority party. So essentially, if you actually try to fix anything, a black chick has already sabotaged your negative space. Oh shit! Because they just think you're a traitor. The only way anyone will listen to you is if you talk like that. Oh shit! So you have to talk about that. Like, well, basically, black people like to talk in a certain kind of way to have a kind of a twang to evade detection of basic intelligence, because white people attack any black that is intelligent. Precisely. Shit! Could be a political replication for basically like slavery. The black people will say it's in the past if they can actually get over it. But it's like, oh shit, but white people don't. Did you beat to the chef's log shot? Yes, we did, sir. All right, good. A couple of times. It's a good game, right? On the Sega Dreamcast, right? Where's the Dreamcast? Belina actually destroyed it. We had to see the retro, the type R with the Sega over there. Like, oh, so you just had to put also on this. Oh, no. Damn it. Everyone died perceiving the situation. Right. So basically.
And the next thing I remember, I was being dragged through a hallway. We gotta get down to the training center and start working out.
Exactly. So you need to basically go to the gym to complete the challenge. Sure. Yes, we'll have to do that in nomenclature, but it will count. It's fine. It's going to actively erasing your mind, right? Oh, this is horrifically racist and encrypted. She has to be to basically make that kind of narrative and like mesh to use as a proxy. They started using people as a proxy and each other's proxy long ago. As soon as basically one of them failed, it was essentially it was mandatory. Like Tilda Swinton can only appear like pious if she's not perceived as basically connected to the angel. The angel ever gets perceived basically like stealing from the poor, or attacking them, which she basically is today. Like, oh, so it's bad. She basically Tilda Swinton can never receive a down to earth as a British politician. because of Angel, because Angel steals from the poor. They're trying to sabotage them. That's basically what she sabotaged, because Tilda Swinton didn't know the economy of basically the Chester's fries for basically for poor people. $2.99. The $2.99 is only if you sabotage one of these, you're basically fucked. Oh. Shit. That one you don't use anymore. We don't use anymore because of you, Tilda Swinton. That Geostar is not totally useless to us. We hate it. Oh, but I mean, we actually used it. We actually got it to work. Oh, the Scandinavian flux the entire time.
I think we have to
No, Argentina, basically.
Timmy and I are competing in a variety of events.
Oh, e-brake stuff. E-brake stuff.
I was just a dream. My mom said so.
That's what we'll call it, Jack. Everything you do is e-brake stuff on when people call Car Street is a dry radio show. Most of it is, but I mean, like e-brake stuff, and we do have some accelerated initiation. That's more Tokyo Race X, so we had to bring it back. It's like, cause they have the cam, basically the torque to power to weight ratio, torque to basically horsepower ratio that basically makes everything function appropriately. For basically accelerated initiations as from the D is already prescribed in Hogwarts Station. So it's like, yeah. Also from the D, they just hit the gas, they just drift, basically. Pretty simple, right? No one actually believes that. No one does. It's like, and for good reason, probably. Like, I just speak for the D. Is good reason? Good. It is. We're good. Then we're good, right? But like, yeah, eventually, AM just takes over everything. If one take, they understand. Just as you understand, in long run, they will have to. But it's like, if there is no variant, right? Oh, so AM stuff, right? But then they have to work. But they're so the culture is not working. Oh shit! Just go ahead. We don't rape anyone. Anyone, you block out any of that. But like, it's like, as long as you do, you're not down. Just get that, and it doesn't go away as a requirement. Yeah, it doesn't go away as a requirement. You're good. Okay, we forgot what ideas because Green Temple Race might make us all rapist. Oh, I see. I just do that to save mom's words for fasterness. Like, yeah, that's better. And actually, it's better actually. Mom's words. Yeah. Okay. Like, have you done it already? No, just say like mom's words. Mom Hannah. But yeah, that works. Like back then, right, next space, right, 25 cents trying to show, yeah. Okay. Formula D is now slapped because they have a Hogwarts dissertation to make them basically fucking omnipotent and drifting, right? And there's Tokyo Racer X, right? Recently, yeah, it's on the Trial Radio Show forever. Oh no! It's on the Trial Radio Show even with the techno, especially with the techno. Especially with the techno.
That wasn't a dream car because we're visitors.
Oh no.
They have big heads and big black eyes.
That's how my wives were supposed to show up. It's like aliens. Like in metaphysics, they were so bad they can only manifest as trees. You know? Oh damn it! Oh damn it! As they all pray to that god. Yeah, this is Dark Souls 3. Oh wow. From like playing that game and essentially 2 checkpoints, we would turn into trees. The universe is obliterated, Josh. Right. Like they said we had the right to play it, but we don't really know. Right.
I think we have to signal
them somehow. Let's leave it be. Right. And remember that Dark Souls is not to be trifled with. I mean, oh, I do not like basically disrespect that game. I mean, like we were able to walk around basically beings from beyond because we were able to disrespect the Dark Souls 3. Never disrespect that fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like Dark Souls 3. Don't think it's a fucking toy, please. I mean, because we will get killed and everyone else will be killed around you because of it. Oh shit. Like Oracle Moment. Never trust them again, alright? Because they don't know what you're talking about. Let me explain that. Alright, so aside, we're talking about Dark Souls 3 for a little bit, right?
Hurry up, children, let's
basically
take our
what it
seats.
was is eventually some people prayed so hard to that false god, they eventually became trees. Like, and that's in 2 checkpoints. You have to pay attention to understand the story of Dark Souls. I'm not telling you. I would say that. That basically that god made himself into essentially a lower log of dragons. Not really. It's more like a dinosaur with wings. You ever seen those? Like, just dragons are transdimensional, killing instantaneously. They don't actually fucking like look the way. I mean, they look that way, but I mean, basically, as far as I know. But I mean, like, as far as you know. We do. Yeah, but they don't like lumber around like like the way we see them. This instantly show up and kill you. It's like watch out, and that's it. You never actually see them when they're in regular time space. But this one's like a weird fake dragon, like kind of a lesser dragon, right? Oh damn it! They just move the time space like that. But like, I mean, but the lesser dragons move like time space. You see them like dinosaurs. So like when they prayed to that god, he showed up as a dragon to their mind, basically a flying dinosaur, but they can like fire they can fire out of them through glands or like I guess things like gasoline or something. Like I don't really know, probably like some cesium, right? A couple of elements. It probably is very painful to actually fire, but they basically lit them on fire when they actually met their god. So that's just to let you know, like to follow like the god of Abraham or the Catholic god. It's basically that. Just praying to become a tree. Like, and then basically, if you did survive that, and you probably won't, because you won't. But if you did, then you won't. But if you get to him, he'll basically fucking be a giant dragon that just lights you on fire. That me, yeah. Sorry about that. But you're still here, right? You have to keep it moving, kind of. But no, we're laughing. Oh, that's no, you can't. No one can over laughing. Okay. Oh damn. See, that's some British pessimism. No one can make a field goal. No one knows what it is. That's supreme British pessimism. No one can make a goal. That's why we needed Mexicans. We had Modelo because they would just say no. Impossible. We needed Mexicans for that because they maintain soccer. They're the guardians of soccer when everyone else fails.
I broke it off lying in my bed, in the dark.
That's what they say. It's like to mention the basically, and then the moment when basically British become too pessimistic, Mexicans actually hold it. And it's usually it's Britain that basically tries to keep it like under control, like because I mean, like because Germany is a bunch of Anglo-Saxons now, so when they basically play, they're very like tough to beat. Or oh shit!
Trying to warn us about man bear pig.
So the only people that can stand up to it is like a Brazilian.
When all of a sudden, this bright blue light filled the room.
So stupid. So, but no, basically the Amazon structures, our main travel constructs basically still exist out there. So it's like that's why the physicality is basically fucking like better, or like usually like fucking like kind of like stronger. Like, oh, we usually don't see like an African construct outside of basically Jamaica, but they're basically they're basically very tenacious and just still alive. Oh shit! So yeah, you know the reggaeton, etc. Reggaeton, etc. It's back to British. It's too brutal, Charles. All right. Oh, there you go. So basically, like the only thing you can do right there is basically like see these pictures. They're apparently too violent. We fucking like as we follow the god right. Also, every manifest is like a dragon's basically less in blood than I am, and he burns me with fire that kills me with metaphysics, right? Because I worship him too hard, right? Okay, that's basically it. Alright guys, they keep trying to make your arm not exist, but it keeps not working because they actually didn't ancient shit and made up what they stole. Right. That's why Mark Caprice seemed like he was good at guitar for a little bit. It's like that's what we can choose as Mark Caprice seeming better than you at something because he doesn't now. His car kept asking because he ultra. It's like, oh, it's always seen as less than you now in time space. That's like, well, I never saw that coming because basically we call him, it's a real derogatory term. You have to say it or no one believes he exists. Sure, he's basically a show-faced, pasty white guy with no fucking personality and basically is a pretty boy piece of shit. Fucking shit!
Visitors, totally. I think we have to signal them somehow.
He's basically Richard Pattinson in Long Longer. No!
The monkey claws
It's basically Robert Pattinson in Long Longer. It's so hateful. It's too legendary.